When we think of serial killers, our minds often jump to notorious men like Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer. But today, let's explore a darker, lesser-known side of criminal history: 5 of the most chilling female serial killers who've ever lived. First up is Aileen Wuornos, whose story was so infamous it inspired the movie Monster. Between 1989 and 1990, she killed 7 men in Florida. While she claimed self-defense, saying these men had tried to assault her during her time as a sex worker, the evidence told a different story. Her tragic childhood and descent into violence became a haunting reminder of how trauma can create monsters. Next, we have Elizabeth Bathory, the Blood Countess of 16th century Hungary. Legend has it she murdered hundreds of young women, believing that bathing in their blood would keep her young forever. While some claims might be exaggerated, historical records confirm she tortured and killed numerous servant girls in her castle. She was eventually walled up in her own castle as punishment, where she died for years later. The third on our list is Jane Toppan, nicknamed Jolly Jane because of her cheerful demeanor. As a nurse in the late 1800s, she used her patients as human guinea pigs, experimenting with different combinations of drugs. She admitted to killing 31 people, saying her ultimate goal was to kill more people than anyone who had ever lived. What's more terrifying, she would often climb into bed with her victims as they died, holding them close. Fourth is Nanny Doss, known as the Giggling Granny or Lonely Hearts Killer. Throughout the 1920s to 1950s, she killed 11 people, including 4 husbands, 2 children, 2 sisters, her mother, 2 grandsons, and her mother-in-law. She would meet many of her husbands through Lonely Hearts columns in newspapers, and always maintained a cheerful disposition, even giggling while confessing to her crimes. Finally, we have Leonardo Cianciulli, the soap maker of Correggio. In 1939 to 1940, this Italian serial killer murdered 3 women and turned their bodies into soap and tea cakes. She believed human sacrifices would protect her son during World War II. She would serve these tea cakes to guests and even ate some herself, later writing in her memoir that the cakes were exceptionally good. These cases remind us that evil knows no gender. While female serial killers are rarer than their male counterparts, they're often more methodical, careful, and can go undetected for longer periods. They challenge our stereotypes about violence and gender, proving that the capacity for extreme cruelty isn't limited to any one demographic. Perhaps what's most chilling about these cases is how these women often maintain normal, even respected positions in society while carrying out their crimes. They were mothers, nurses, countesses, and neighbors, proving that sometimes the most dangerous monsters were the most convincing disguises.